The most important thing when ill is to never lose heart. He who now talks about the freedom of the press goes backward and halts our headlong course towards socialism. Whenever the cause of the people is entrusted to professors, it is lost. No amount of political freedom will satisfy the hungry masses. It is impossible to predict the time and progress of the revolution. It is governed by their own more or less mysterious laws. The history of all countries shows that the working class exclusively by its own effort is able to develop only trade union consciousness. In the history of modern socialism, this is a phenomenon, that the strife of the various strands within the socialist movement has from national become international. War cannot be abolished unless classes are abolished and socialism is created. Give me 4 years to teach the children and the seed I have sown will never be uprooted. If it were necessary to give the briefest possible definition of imperialism, we should have to say that imperialism is the monopoly stage of capitalism. Can a nation be free if it oppresses other nations? It cannot. The goal of socialism is communism. A revolution is impossible without a revolutionary situation. Furthermore, not every revolutionary situation leads to revolution. Communism is Soviet power plus the electrification of the whole country. Politics begin where the masses are, not where there are thousands, but where there are millions. That is where serious politics begin. Freedom in capitalist society always remains about the same as it was in ancient Greek republics, freedom for slave owners. There are no morals in politics, there is only expedience. A scoundrel may be of use to us just because he is a scoundrel. There are decades where nothing happens, and there are weeks where decades happen. The way to crush the bourgeoisie is to grind them between the millstones of taxation and inflation. It is true that liberty is precious, so precious that it must be carefully rationed. Sometimes, history needs a push. The best way to control the opposition is to lead it ourselves. It is more pleasant and useful to go through the experience of the revolution than to write about it. One man with a gun can control 100 without one, make mass searches and hold executions for found arms. One of the basic conditions for the victory of socialism is the arming of the workers and the disarming of the bourgeoisie, the middle class. Fascism is capitalism in decay. Capitalists are no more capable of self-sacrifice than a man is capable of lifting himself up by his own bootstraps. Crime is a product of social excess. The best way to destroy the capitalist system is to debauch the currency. This transformation of competition into monopoly is one of the most important, if not the most important, phenomena of modern capitalist economy. It is necessary sometimes to take one step backward to take 2 steps forward. Competition becomes transformed into monopoly. The result is immense progress in the socialization of production. In particular, the process of technical invention and improvement becomes socialized. The capitalists will sell us the rope with which we will hang them. Socialism means keeping account of everything. You will have socialism if you take stock of every piece of iron and cloth. You probe with bayonets. If you find mush, you push. If you find steel, you withdraw. The revolution does not need historians. I can't listen to music too often. It affects your nerves, makes you want to say stupid nice things and stroke the heads of people who could create such beauty while living in this vile hell. It is more pleasant and useful to undertake the experience of revolution than to write about it. Thus, the 20th century marks the turning point from the old capitalism to the new, from the domination of capital in general to the domination of finance capital. Capitalists can buy themselves out of any crisis, so long as they make the workers pay. The oppressed are allowed once every few years to decide which particular representatives of the oppressing class are to represent and repress them in Parliament. Unity is a great thing and a great slogan. But what the workers' cause needs is the unity of Marxists, not unity between Marxists, and opponents and distorters of Marxism. To rely upon conviction, devotion, and other excellent spiritual qualities, that is not to be taken seriously in politics. Without revolutionary theory there can be no revolutionary movement. Despair is typical of those who do not understand the causes of evil, see no way out, and are incapable of struggle. The modern industrial proletariat does not belong to the category of such classes. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe the channel and like, comment, share.